Hey everyone, this is Angie with Too Cool Stamping, and I wanted to just have a short video about a really cool technique that I tried with the new Blended Seasons stamp set. This is a limited time only stamp set that is available August of 2018. It is a double set and it's called Blended Seasons, and it is for all 4 seasons. It's really awesome. It's meant to be colored. It's designed to use with Stampin' Blends or watercolor pencils or any of your favorite coloring techniques. Beautiful florals that you can use for spring and summer, some wheat and leaves for fall, beautiful sentiments in really pretty fonts, some pretty falling leaves that you can color in for the autumn cards and projects, and also some Christmas oriented images as well. You could even use this bell for a wedding if you wanted to. Lots of versatility in this beautiful limited time stamp set. Again, it's only available August 1st through August 31st of 2018. Now the stamp set also has a coordinating framelits, and I love this. I mean, I would love the framelits just by themselves, just because of these really pretty label shapes. The thing that's really cool about these particular framelits there's faux stitching that it creates not only on the label that is die cut, but also on the window edge that it leaves behind. I'll show you that in a minute when I show you my project that I created with it. But it also has a pretty leaf and some different flowers that you can use for different elements for collage. Just really pretty. Again, that framelit set is also limited time. You can get them together or separate. If you get them together, they're going to be in a bundle for a discounted 10% off. This is a flyer that you can print out, and I will link that underneath this video. But the bundle, you can get it in wood mount for $77.25, and you can get it in clear mount for $64.75. But you'll get both of those. If you just want to get the stamp set, the wood is just $53, the clear mount is $39, and the framelits are $33. Now the other special thing in this promotion that's happening this month is the brand new watercolor pencils assortment. This is a new assortment. We already have 12 watercolor pencils that are available, but these are brand new colors. So we're going to get fun colors that we've never had before. Crush Curry, Granny Apple Green, Coastal Cabana, Balmy Blue, Gorgeous Grape, Night of Navy, Cherry Cobbler, Flirty Flamingo, Cajun Craze, all just really pretty colors, a whole rainbow of colors to add to the ones that you may already have and are available in the annual catalog. Now this set assortment, you get 10 colors, it's $12.50, and this will be available beyond August. So that is something that you can purchase even after August of 2018. Now I wanted to show you the thing that I thought was so cool about this stamp set and framelits in particular were so many different techniques that you can do with it. You know, there's different ways of coloring, so many ways that you can emboss, and just so many awesome images that you can do things with. I wanted to try a technique that I had not done for a while, and it was called the whitewashing technique. I don't know how well the camera is picking that up, but it's a really awesome technique that you can do on darker colored cardstock, and it kind of makes the image opaque enough that you can color it. And it's a really fun technique to do with watercolor pencils. So I thought it'd be fun to bring that back and try it out and see how it looked with the beautiful flower image from the Blended Season stamp set. So this is a pretty project that I created. I'm not going to show you how to create the whole project. I really want to just focus on that technique, but just for some detail, the background I stamped with the floral image just in some Versamark clear ink. I stamped it on this Highland Heather card base. I cut out the Whisper White framelit with the new Stitched Seasons framelits. Now you can see on here the stitching that it's like a faux stitching, kind of like the stitched, what's it called? stitched shapes framelits that we already have in the catalog. So you'll have that. But then there's also stitching left, and I should have brought my little sample over, but whatever you cut this out, it cuts a window out, and there's a little edge along the window of stitching as well. So it's double faux stitching. I love that little extra special detail that it provides. So I have that layer. I put some Granny Apple green texture weave ribbon all the way around. And then the focal piece here is on Gorgeous Grape. I use that same Blended Seasons floral image, inked up in Versamark, and then heat embossed with the copper embossing powder. So you can see that kind of coming through there. Then I did the whitewashing technique. Now how you do that, I have a little sample here. I usually do 2 cool versions, so I'm starting my second version of this card, and this time I'm going to have Calypso Coral is going to be my focal point. And I've already done a lot of the whitewashing, but I wanted to show you how that's done. So you can see here I have not done anything with this particular leaf. I just have the copper embossing on there. You're going to take your Whisper White craft pad, give it a little squeeze, and we're going to have some of that ink on the lid of the pad. So just take your aqua painter with a little bit of water inside of the barrel, pick up some of that ink, and you're going to just color in your images with that white ink. So you can make it as thick of a layer as you want to, or a thin layer. The thicker that you make the layer, the more white is going to be put down, and the more opaque that image is going to be, so that you can add color on top of it. So you don't have to be real fancy, you just want to cover it, and that's going to give you a white base that you can start with to add color on top of it. Now you want to make sure that all of this is completely dry after you paint all of the images in. Then I'm going to take a paper towel here and squeeze off some of that white ink. Make sure that we have a nice clear aqua painter ready to go. Then we're going to use those awesome new watercolor pencils, and I am going to get out the Flirty Flamingo. And actually, let me try a different color here. Let's try the Gorgeous Grape. I love how it has everything written there, so you know exactly what color. And I am just going to lightly color over some of the petals on that flower, any of the flowers. You just want to pretty much lay down a layer of color. You're not really trying to color in every single part of the flower. You're just laying down some color that you will be able to blend out. Then we're going to use the aqua painter to blend that color out. So let me do that now. And it kind of mixes in with the white and creates kind of a creamy version, a pastel version of whatever color that you laid down. But when you add the water to it, it's going to blend out the strokes of color and give you a really soft shade of that color. I love that. So it just gives it a little hint of color. Let's try to add some to some leaves here that we've done on the side. So just adding a little bit of the Granny Apple Green. I love this color. It really pops on the dark paper. So you can see I've just added a little bit of color from the watercolor pencil. Make sure that you run your aqua painter off onto scrap paper until it runs clear. Then you can blend that ink in for the second color. And because that white is on the background, it's really going to cause that color to pop. Now if you want that color to pop even more, if you want it to be darker, you can wait for this to dry, and you can layer even more color on top of it. What I might do is wait for this to dry a little bit and then go in with the Gorgeous Grape and add a little bit of extra shading right in the center so it looks a little bit more 3D. So that is how you get all of the different colors that I have on here. So this one I used some Flirty Flamingo and Gorgeous Grape on the inside of the flower here. The Granny Apple Green, I love how that turned out on the Gorgeous Grape background. I used I think Night of Navy on the little tiny flowers, and some Cherry Cobbler and Flirty Flamingo on the center flower. I just really thought it turned out really nice. Kind of a subtle but soft look that is really fun. So I finished off with some glitter enamel dots that matched, and also a copper embossed sentiment that comes right from the Blended Season stamp set. So try out the Blended Season stamp set, try out the brand new watercolors. There's so many fun techniques that you can try, and I'll try to feature some more during this month so you can see how truly versatile this is for techniques. And we already know how versatile it is for all the seasons. It covers everything throughout the year. A really fun all occasion stamp set and framelits bundle. All right, everybody, that's it for today. If you'd like to purchase the Blended Seasons bundle or the watercolor stamp or watercolor pencils in the new assortment, you can check out my online store for Stampin' Up, and it is www.toocool.stampinup.net, and I'll have that link in the details of this video. Thank you so much for stopping by today. This is Angie with TooCoolStamping.com. Bye-bye.